Here on out are mine. That's the line that always scares people, doesn't it, Gary and Maliki? And if I say something you're upset with, well, you'll be mad and upset, and I'm still a chief. I'll be a retired chief, so in the words of the great 1988 song, don't worry, be happy. With all due respect to the great number 3, Lou Gehrig, today I consider myself the most blessed man on the face of the earth. While I am certainly not the first nor the last person to retire as a 30-year of service Chief Master Sergeant, I look back throughout my career and can see where God has blessed me immensely. So today, as I recap 30 years of active duty service, I aim to make you laugh, make you think, and have your emotions moved, as mine are, to tears, whether it's tears of happiness or tears of joy. How about that military parents medal? Is that good? Special thanks, shout out to my fellow. Special shout out to my fellow Chief Master Sergeant, retired Bertrand Blaine, for giving me the idea. Thank you, Bertrand. I appreciate it, brother. That educated me, and it's beautiful. And we often talk about the role of the military spouse. The military parents a tough one as well. So thanks again, Dad and Mom, for everything. I want to give a special thanks to those who have put this ceremony together today, to Gary Wells, to Maliki Connor, to Joanne, our photographer, the honor guard from around the National Capital Region, to include many of the people who have served with me at various assignments, whether it was in Hawaii or at Andrews or here. I thank you for taking time out. I thank the club. I want to thank Colonel Nixon for coming from Germany to retire me today. Thank you for your leadership in the ASG, and thank you for your friendship, sir. It's been an immense amount. To my former commanders who are in the room, thank you. I am the man, the leader I am, because of the mentoring that I've received, tweaking that I've received on occasion when I was a little arrogant or cocky or believed that you were wrong and I was right. Pretty much all the time. You know, what can I say? A special shout out to Command Sergeant Major Warner, who was a DIA Senior Enlisted Advisor, for the way he has taken care of, and I see Command Master Chief Barbison, the same thing, for the way they have taken care of the military members in DIA, a exceptionally highly civilianized organization that oftentimes military members feel as though they're, you know, the second-class citizens, because they haven't been in DIA forever, and they feel like a lot of civilians feel that they're going to be able to, well, I'll outlast that military member, so I'll just kick the can down the curb, or kick the can down the road a little bit longer, and then I'll just double PCS on or retire, and we'll get back to doing things the way we are. Special thanks to my boss here, Grant Schneider. Mr. Schneider, thank you for everything, sir. It's been my privilege to work for you, sir. Good luck in the reinvention. Hopefully, I know that it's online, and as we've talked about many times over many days, sir, in multiple countries and states, people need to get on board. They need to get out, because if you can't be loyal to a cause, you need to get out. Special thanks to a man in the fourth row. Who I haven't seen for 30 years. My Coach Colin, thank you. Your leadership, your guidance, you were tough on us. Thank you. I love you. A couple other people that one person I want to thank publicly, Colonel Siebert, that Colonel Nixon mentioned. He had a lot of confidence in me in Hawaii. He pushed me, and he helped make me a Chief Master Sergeant. But I'm sorry, I wouldn't be here today without the help of the Defense Intelligence Agency's commanding Navy officer, Captain Brian D. Nicholson. Then Lieutenant Commander Nicholson took a great interest in then Master Sergeant Marvin's career, wondered why I had been a Master Sergeant for 7.5 years. pushed, pushed recognition my way, helped me get promoted to E8, E9, because I wouldn't be here without him, because quite honestly, I had been a Master Sergeant so long, the Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force was contemplating creating a Master Sergeant of the Air Force. Because I had known everybody who would put on Master Sergeant. So I want to thank then Commander Nicholson, now Captain Nicholson. How do you capture the highlights of a 30-year career? Encompass state assignments, at least 3 dozen TDYs, 3 AFSCs. Yeah, I know the badge I'm wearing is not the new Cyber Warrior badge. I don't care, I'm a 3C. And so, number change, I'm a 3C. I grew up a 3C. I grew up a 491. I'm proud of my heritage. I'm not a 3D. I got the wrong badge on. I'm still a chief. The people in the front row in any retirement ceremony mean an awful lot, because obviously they're there for a reason, right? So I'm going to talk about them last, if I can get that far. But as I look throughout the room, I thank every one of you for being here. I have had so much fun in this 30 years. When I look back and I think about the words, because it was 30 years ago today, Mom and Dad took me to the MEP station, which was the predecessor of Military Enlistment Processing System Center, and I left for basic training from my hometown 30 years ago today. And so about 30 years ago today, and plus about 12 hours that night, I thought to myself, what have I done? But as I look around the room, I see people that I've worked with in 7 of the 8 different assignments, I've been TDY with, have sweat with, have worked very diligently in defense of America and defense of democracy. I see people that I've gone some of those places. Colonel, you talked about that. You said that leaders would take people. I've been in some of those places with some of the people, and they led me into those places that I didn't think I would go in with. Some of those sections of San Antonio, where it was, Coach, get in the middle. In case the bullets fly, we've got your back. And they were really serious. Remember that night, Reggie? I'm not going to be like Michael Jordan today and stand up here and talk about everybody who's ever criticized me, anybody who's ever badmouthed me, anybody who's ever cut me from the freshman basketball team. I'm blessed. I came from a small hometown and made it to the pinnacle of the United States Air Force. How? So today is a celebration of 30 years of fun and serving America. It's been absolutely perfect today. I've got everybody here just means so much to me. Pastor, Mrs. Dalecox, thank you for being here. Anna, thank you. Great musician, exceptionally talented. Thank you for being here today. I have an endless list of blessings that God has provided me from being born and raised in America. Physical, mental, intellectual abilities, salvation through His Son, Jesus Christ, incredibly great health over the years, despite my VA claim, so please don't tell me. Yes, trigger finger truly is a disease. That's an illness, 10%. Traveling mercies, not just today, but dealing with the Beltway traffic, but every day in this city is traveling. You two mean a lot to me. When I got the assignment, the Chiefs group said to me, you got to leave Hawaii. I said, well, why? The tech sergeant on the other end said, well, Chief, we've got vacancies elsewhere. I said, yes, and you've got a vacancy in Hawaii. I'm here. Stevie Wonder can see I need to stay here. Okay? It doesn't work that way. So they gave me 2 options. Colorado Springs and Andrews Air Force Base. Had no idea where Andrews was other than it was in MD. Had no idea where specifically it was. Didn't realize the ghetto subway was right outside. GI liquors, and you had to get a little safety, briefing and some guns before you left the base. I didn't realize that, okay? But I got here, and you two have been with me this entire 7 years. And so today, I want to present you this coin. You're the first person I talked to in the National Capital Region. My Air Force son, Gary Wells. Different dads, same hometown. Okay? We have talked thousands of hours, eaten hundreds of meals together. A lot of free food. A lot of free food. I've taught you a lot of things. Free food opportunities. YOLOs. No, he really didn't need that help. That means young lovelies. Pre-marriage days. But we've worked together. It means the world to me. Great years, Gary. I've carried this point. The first point I got is the chief. You're a future chief. Take my point. We have spent many hours talking over the years, and it's, wow, hard to believe it's here, Gary. My mom and dad, next week, celebrate 51 years of marriage. +32 years of being Air Force parents. You taught me to respect others, manage my money well, and to work exceptionally hard. And all three of those traits have helped me immensely during the 30 years. I know I always haven't done the right thing in your mind, in your eyes, but I love you dearly. Thank you for everything. I love you, Mom. So my brother Todd, the reason I'm in the United States Air Force today is my brother Todd. 2.5 years younger. Every classroom I went into in every school, you're Todd's brother. A certain level of expectation was required. While he was academic, I wanted to goof off. While he wanted to study, I wanted to figure out how much we could get away with in class. So I've been living a life of trying to live up to your outstanding performance. I wouldn't have joined the Air Force if it wouldn't have been for you. So thank you. Todd retired in the 1990s, in the early 1990s, when we had the early retirement program. So he served 16 years in, and he served 16 years out now, and he constantly gives back to the area, to the community in which he lives in both communities, being retired, no job, no house, two houses, no pressure. So whether he's feeding the homeless, cleaning up roadsides from the trash people, throwing out their car windows, or washing dishes at the local church supper, Todd has taught a lot of people. And I know sometimes we battle about a lot of issues, but I love you immensely. To the people on the left side of the room, my inner circle, Chris and Joe, I worked with them for 4.5, the best, without question, 4.5 years of my Air Force career at East Air Force Base in Mississippi, teaching. We were 3 of 75 in a work center, and we were 3 of the only 3 that really quite understood at the moment that we were there as young staff sergeants, tech sergeants, that we were impacting the generation the next generation of operators in this world. And through 25 years, you two have been the world to me. To Shannon, to Carl, I didn't teach either of you guys when you were in tech school, but I've known you forever, it seems like. Carl, you're one of the 5 funniest people I've met in the Air Force in 30 years. So today I look for a lot of humor from you. No pressure.
Not at all, Chief.
But I am buying your lunch. So I want you to be funny. And Shannon, thank you for everything. Taking 2 assignments you worked for me in Iceland. Many international incidents you helped me avoid. Telling me to change out of the running clothes I was about ready to run in, and those socks, gloves that I always thought was a fashion statement. We've had, and the fact that these guys came from Florida, Michigan, near the thumb, the great city of Papillion, Nebraska, and St. Louis today to be here means a lot to me. To my beautiful wife, Kathleen, you make every day fun. Some days I know living with me is more fun than others. Those who have worked with me, they understand. To the boys, thank you. Being a stepdad's not easy. Being around a military stepdad, probably not easy at all. I've brought a lot of change to your life. All positive. So you're making us proud, and we love you. Laura, my favorite mother-in-law, thank you for coming from Michigan, Traverse City area. As I talked to my boss this morning, Mr. Schneider, I mentioned that when you're driving in the city, you see things, and you see things every day, and you just take it for granted. So if I could just advocate one last thing, as we're you live in here in the D.C. metro area, people come thousands of miles to see the things that we have in the city, whether it's the Smithsonian, which is free. Remember when Garrett had that revelation that the Smithsonian was free? It's free! Been here 4.5 years, and he had never been there. Marvin. But I drove across the Woodrow Wilson Bridge today, looked over into the city, and I saw the Capitol building, Washington Monument, beautiful Nationals Park. And I thought, it just makes you realize the criticality of what we do, whether we're in military uniform, civilian clothes. We're here in the seat of power of the world. And while the country is sometimes divided over racial, political, financial issues, what each one of us does on a daily basis is extremely critical. So I thank everybody here, whether you're civilian, retired military, active duty military, whatever. I've just been so blessed to meet hundreds of thousands of military people. I got my picture taken with The Rock a couple years ago. One of us was on steroids. One of us wasn't. But to a couple people, I want to just to the kids who are still in, and I say kids because at 30 years, I came in when the Pittsburgh Pirates were world champions. I tell you, it's just, if I wouldn't have lived it, Colonel, I wouldn't remember it. The Pittsburgh Pirates were the world champions, and Al Gore had not created the internet. And Billy Mays hadn't sold anything on an infomercial. Okay? But if I could just leave you with 5 lessons learned from 30 years, to the young people who are in here, Mike Hanks, listen up. It's one of those moments like on the airport marathon trips. Listen up. Know your job and mission. Be the subject matter expert. Adapt to changing tactics, techniques, and procedures. Number 2, preach and live teamwork, training, and accountability. Because no organization is going to be successful without teamwork, training, and accountability. As a supervisor, the motto that I have lived with for the last 23 years is what is tolerated will occur. Over and over and over. And if you tolerate homeboy X coming in 5 minutes late, he's going to come 6 minutes late tomorrow. And if homegirl Y, she comes in 7 minutes late, she's going to come in 10 minutes late tomorrow. So don't tolerate an ounce of mediocrity. Lives are at stake. Mediocrity spreads quicker than cancer, so don't tolerate it. The lesson I've learned from my dad is to outwork everybody. I'm not the smartest guy in the room by any stretch of the imagination, but I can say that nobody has outworked me. And most importantly, thank you, because I have had fun, I have smiled, I have laughed, I have eaten a ton of free food, I've taken off 2 tons of free food, and pat others on the back for their accomplishment, and do it routinely so they don't think you're fake. Because people can see through that 100 times out of 100 times. I am honored to know each one of you. Thank you. It is my privilege to be here, and it is my privilege to have you here. Well, Rosalinda, I love you coming from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to be here with Kathy and I today. We love you. Thank you all.